On a recent trip to Atlanta, I was reminded that people say Chicago is the most segregated city in America. Living in Chicago, I don't see it that way because most people I see are white. And I really don't go to the parts of town where the Black people live. So, how can it be segregated? We all have our feelings and we perceive them as our experience. And from our experiences, we form our beliefs. Some might be accurate and some might not be, but they're our feelings, our experiences, and our beliefs. It's part of our culture of seeing things through the lens of good and bad. Instead, we could see it as evidence that we're here experiencing both the good and the bad. And that's probably the best kind of evidence that we can have that we're actually alive. Welcome. Welcome to Illinois Bridging Awareness. I'm Stanley Smith. At Illinois Bridging Awareness, we're making progress. And I said as much on last week's call. I was quickly called out by Annie Gramone, who asked us, what does progress look like? How is making progress showing up in our lives? And how has it made a difference in our lives and the lives of others around us? On last week's call, we discussed how good and evil are both grifting on top of the infinite good. I don't know if anyone really bought into that idea that good and evil are themselves a distraction from God and the infinite good, because many of us are so fixated on the idea of winning the battle, including myself. Annie's question about what progress looks like has occurred to me before. What would winning the battle look like? And what would life be like on the other side? How would my life or your life be different once everything was made right in the world? For whatever reason, I think many of us believe that 2024 is going to be the year, a pivotal year, and a make it and break it year. But then what? On the conservative call, we're talking about the difference between being reactionary and being progressive. If we're always reacting and waiting, what happens when we actually get there? In Margaret Mitchell's novel, Gone with the Wind, she says Scarlett had instincts stronger than reason, knowledge born of the experience that defeat is impossible. Her burdens were her own, and burdens were for shoulders strong enough to bear them. We try to focus on the good, but we're reminded that if we ignore the crap, we're missing part of the story. And the story is to have the resolve to make progress. On the call each week, I see happier, calmer people with less fear and less anxiety. And we're taking action through forming assemblies here in every county of our state as a positive way to put our beliefs into action. And we're doing this along with our contemporaries in neighboring states. Yes, there is a convergence of topic across the spectrum. Our group is more than a self-help group. It's a true clearinghouse of seeing, hearing, and contemplating the larger picture. Knowing is believing, and believing is experiencing, and experiencing is putting belief into action. It's the best kind of resolve to have. If you would like to join us at Illinois Bridging Awareness, the Saturday call is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.